Alrighty guys, the Timer Farms maple syrup guy wanted to see that's pretty good syrup, by the way. Go order you some of that at timerfarms.com. But anyway, Josh Timer wanted to see a review on the Top Air 1100 sprayer we got. It's a 2001 model, I think. I don't know a ton about it because I don't usually do the spraying. Dad does. I have used it before, but 1100 gallon sprayer, 90-foot boom. Just put these tires new on this past spring, 13.638 tires. Use the controls for it, on-off valve for the fill. And you got agitation and everything there. It used to have a mix tank here, like if you wanted to just get this full of water and mix your own chemicals, but we took it off. It sat right there. Can't remember how many gallons per minute the pump is, but it's plenty. It puts out the pressure. 20-inch spacing on the nozzles. Is that right? Yeah, I think it's 20-inch spacing there. Got just an extra water tank. There's a foam marker on it. It pulls pretty nice behind the tractor. It puts a little bit of a load on it, but pulls pretty nice. And it's got a rinse tank right here, hold 100 gallons of water. Use that some. Got nice heavy duty gauge wheels here for if the booms hit the ground or something, if you go through a wash. Got the parallel arms to raise and lower the height. You can about put the thing on the ground and then you can see it raises way up to go down the road. It's got 5 sections. It's got, let's see, how is that? I think it's got, yeah. It's got 2 end wing sections, are 15 foot each, and then it's got 3 sections in the middle that are 20 foot each to shut off, you know, if you come up on an angle or something. Ladders fold down here to get up top there, fill, if you choose to dump in from the top. It only takes 2 remotes to run the thing. It's got the remote, or the hydraulics here for the pump, and then that one runs out to the pump and you just put the lever in detent, and then the return line just comes back up here to tank. The reason that's been painted over is because we had to heat, there's a pipe plug in there, and we had to heat it with the torch to get it out of there when we first hooked up the sprayer and got this tractor. We've had this sprayer since 2009. But anyway, it runs up, and then it's just got 2 other hoses that run hydraulic pressure and does all the wing functions and everything, and the boom functions. And then it's got a control box which runs through the wiring harness here, and it runs back to the back of the sprayer, and that's the box there, but I'll show you in a minute. And so you only use the 2 ports, and it just puts pressure into the ports, and it's got solenoids back there that open and close it to fold it up, you know, for which switch you hit to get the thing folded up. It does have flasher lights on the back that plugs in there. We spray about 9 mile an hour. We could go faster, but that's over 5th is 9 mile an hour. And then you got to go up to 6th, and that jumps up to 13. And yeah, it's almost too fast for a tractor. Just letting out on the clutch, it's pretty hard on the clutch. Dad started using the light bar for burn down this year, but anyway, use a Raven 450 monitor. You got your 5 switches here, and that's on the power, and then there's the master to shut the sprayer on and off, and then control, and then your rates there. Well, I just leave it on manual, just take off and go and get up speed pretty quick. Seems to get you a more accurate rate on than letting it trying to figure out the rate. But it does all sorts of stuff. It's same. This one's real similar to the one I use for anhydrous. Total, which I mean either one of them would work for either product. But except that one's a 440 that I use for anhydrous, and it only has 3 boom shutoffs. This one's got 6, and we need 5 of them for the sprayer. And then this thing's kind of hocus pocus, but it does work to control it. Let's see. There's the center section. You raise that up first, and it's got numbers there. You know how low or how high you're going with it. Raise that thing up, get it off the stops, and then you can take the 2 big wings, fold them out, and then fold the 2 smaller wings out after you've turned the power on, obviously. There got a master switch, and then this one's a foam marker here. And the reason I say it's kind of hocus pocus, sometimes it doesn't like to fold up quite all the way, and you got a little momentum up there and get them to kind of swing in, and then you set the center section down right away and drop them down into the cradles. But once you get onto it, it's not hard to do. And then and then this here is for the right and left wings to raise one side up or lower the other side. You know, if you're going along a fence row or through a wash or something, you can raise one up, then let it down, then raise the other one up, let it down, and so on. But that's pretty much it for the sprayer. Pretty simple to run. Let's get on to it. You better look out a strainer on every section there for the boom, and those are the shut-off valves for it up top there. And it's also got a stop in there for the cylinder. It's a pretty nice sprayer though, and we can cover a lot of ground with it, and it seems to work pretty good. We bought it over in Western Illinois and pulled it home. But I think that'll about do it here. Thanks to Josh Timer for requesting a video. And anybody got any more questions, let me know. So thanks for watching. Alright, video's not over yet. Coming out here haul chemicals, so I'd finish. Thought I'd film the sprayer in action here, because everybody likes watching equipment in action instead of being yacked about. "90-foot boom." He makes one pass around the field because we got 90 foot of end rows. Pretty good evening to be spraying. Just a little bit of a breeze, but not too much. and you shut it off. There we go, got them filled back up. Chemicals again. The booms are kind of nice. They got a breakaway feature on them, and that about the only harm you'll ever do is tear the hose off that off the foam marker, and a lot of times it just pulls it off where the hose clamp's at, and you loosen the hose clamp and stick it back on. But there's a little spraying action, so thanks for watching.